Right. When the New Mutants come past this corridor, I'm gonna jump out and I'm gonna fucking scare them. That's right.
Carl, we're not doing this anymore. We're not doing a horror film.
What? You said to me that this was a horror film.
Superhero film.
No. Josh Boone wanted this to be a horror.
Oh, Marvel just want another superhero film.
But, yes, it's meant to be different from every other Marvel film. It's different from every other... It's not a superhero film. It's a horror film. Oh, for freak's sake, this is going to be delayed again. It's me, BeevDawg, and this is the 4K Blu-ray review for the New Mutants. Right, this is a review to see if it's worth putting your money down on this 4K Blu-ray. This is where I spend my money so you don't have to. So the New Mutants is directed by Josh Boone. This Marvel film stands out from all the rest. This was actually meant to come back out 2016, 2017, then 2018, maybe 2019. Hell, let's just throw it out in 2020. Coronavirus is here. Let's just throw it out in the cinemas, even though there's nothing out there. Let's just see how it does and crap on. New Mutants is an absolute different kind of film from every other Marvel film that currently stands out there, because we've got a complete brand new cast of characters. They've completely lived normal lives until they've become of late teenage, where they've had accidents and it's led them to discover their mutant abilities. Now, all 5 main protagonists have been brought under the same facility, which is being monitored by Dr. Cecilia Reyes, played by Alex Bragg. When I actually say facility, it looks like a big, massive school from the outside. There's a church over on the left hand side of it, and there's a big clock tower overhanging at the top of the building. Whereas inside, Dr. Reyes keeps all 5 main protagonists under lockdown at night. They're only free to walk around during the day outside, or unless they're having some sort of counselling session or they're undergoing some sort of form of testing with their abilities. Danielle Moonstar is the main protagonist in this film. She is played by Blue Hunt, and the story starts with her. The film opens up with her whole village being torn down by some massive kind of demon, or we're not sure at the beginning, and it's like, whoa, what's going on? Her dad's trying to rescue her, get her away from whatever's hunting and killing everyone down amidst of a snowstorm, but in the end her dad dies and she is the sole survivor of this incident, not one scratch on her. And then we come to the facility. She's the new one that's introduced into the group. We meet the other 4 protagonists and enter Dr. Reyes, who introduces her to the group. Why it feels different is not only are the elements of, yes, I'm discovering my powers, yes, the cast have great dynamics together, great chemistry, and they work together, but the elements of Danielle Moonstar's power is what gives the new element to the film. It turns, not only is it an X-Men film, but it tries to be a horror film at the same time. Now, Danielle Moonstar's power is that she can take anyone's fears and turn them against them and make them come to life. And that is what turns this film into half X-Men, half horror film. There's no main villain or anything as such, but their own fears are per se the villains. That's what I love about it. Every single one of them is emotionally scarred by their accidents, what brought them to the facility, and that is what they've got to contend with. Demons, bears, the whole place going pear-shaped. Is it a dream? Of course it's not a fucking dream. This is happening for real. Ileana Rasputin, played by Anna Joy, she, out of all 5 main protagonists, she stands out. Her powers are so cool. She's on the front cover, she's got a metal arm that then turns into a sword, and she can jump between dimensions. Her powers are just next level. Now, when you've always got a brand new cast of characters that come together, they always play their roles. Ileana Rasputin, she plays the bully. She's always at first bullying Danielle, and Danielle's like, I'm trying to stick up for myself here because she's the new girl. Then you've got Rahan Sinclair, who's played by Maisie Williams. I think she's called Wolfsbane because she turns into a wolf. She's the small, quiet one, a Game of Thrones fan. She, even though this was shot many years ago and just released now, she still never ages. She still looks the same. I believe this was shot between like seasons 5 and 6 of Game of Thrones. So she's the quiet one in the group, but then she's like Danielle's best friend. You've always got the quiet best friend in the group. Kind of like her character, but she didn't really have much to the group as a whole. Danielle Moonstar as the main protagonist, she's okay, but she comes off a bit boring compared to Ileana Rasputin. She just steals the show. She's fantastic. She's confident. Her backstory is more interesting than everyone else's, and I'm totally invested in her. I hope she returns in future Marvel films, if they do any crossovers, or if they manage to incorporate X-Men into Phase 4 of the Marvel Universe. Samuel Guthrie was played by Charlie Heaton. Yeah, he's a high-profile actor as well. He's also known as Cannonball. He shoots around like a bloody goddamn rocket. That's his power, and he kind of plays the more emotionally scarred, laid-back kind of character. So you've got a leveled out cast of characters, and then you've got mysterious Roberto da Costa, played by Henry Zaga. He's the more brought up in the rich kind of family, a bit immature, bit mysteriousness going on about him. He can fire up, melt things. I think he's called Sunspot, bit of a shit name like, but you know, not going to judge. So yeah, you've got everyone that plays their role. They all bounce off each other. Great personalities, and this film is in no way bad at all. It's very watchable. Yes, it's only 90 minutes. It's very short for a Marvel film. It takes a little while to build up in the beginning, but I was invested. It was okay, I enjoyed it, and then the second half of the film, when it turns into a complete horror shit show, oh my god, I am taken by it. It is very watchable, and I enjoyed it. Okay, so the negative things I have to say about this film. So I've kind of mentioned already that Danny Moonstar is a bit bland for me. First part of the film drags, but then it kicks off into the second half. The thing I have a gripe with this film, yeah, it's straightforward. Yeah, once you work it out, there are no surprises left. I suppose as well, yeah, they did want to reshoot it. It kind of looks, to this day and age, what we're in 2021 now, like a low budget kind of Netflix series film. It doesn't look like Marvel film, epic scale, awesomeness. However, it's the special effects aren't that bad, and it is watchable.
So we've got an awesome front cover. I'm loving the artwork. We've got Ileana Rasputin on the front cover there with her metal arm and her blade. How cool does that look? On the back, we've got a brief film description of what's going on, plenty of artwork, and a breakdown of what you would need in order to get the 4K Blu-ray version up and running on your TV. If we take the cardboard sleeve off, same again, front and back. And if we look inside, we've got the Blu-ray Disc version. If you don't have a 4K Blu-ray player as of yet they are coming more common in this day and age, you can always borrow your friend's Blu-ray Disc and watch the original HD 1080p Blu-ray version. Then on the inside, we have the 4K Blu-ray Disc, which is where we have 5 main protagonists.
YouTubers, I just wanted to get a feel for the internet to understand what not just BeevDawg thinks of this film, but get what every critic and what everyone else thinks of the New Mutants. So, if we have a look at Rotten Tomatoes, the tomato meter is saying 35%. Now, that is a very low score. It's a very low score indeed from the critics. We can agree to disagree here. The audience score is 56%, so everyone's like, it's average. However, let's get a second opinion on IMDb. Metascore for this film is a 43, so that is below average from those goddamn critics. Now, everyone that rated this film themselves That is 44,350 people rating this film. The overall average score of this film is 5.3. So, everyone on the internet thinks this is average. Some think it's okay. Some people think it's good. Some people think it's a pile of trash. So, what does BeevDawg think? And if you're new here, go down and click that link below, because this is based on BeevDawg's unique rating system. If you're not familiar with that, go down there, check that out, then come back here. So, based on BeevDawg's rating system, the New Mutants gets a Dawg-In-The-Middle. Whatever you do, do not let a film rating put you off. Go out there, judge it for yourself. If you're a Marvel fan, I would say this is a worthy purchase, just because I love Marvel. Anything that's Marvel gets my attention. If you enjoyed this content, go down there and smash that like button. Let's destroy that YouTube algorithm together. Then, if you are new to this channel, scroll on over to the other side, hit that subscribe button if you want future content from this channel. If you want notifications as to when those go live, just go over there and tap that notification bell. YouTubers and BeevDawg, peace out.